Alright, ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? This is Plane Hunter Brian with BG Aviation Videos. I want to welcome you all to update number 6 of the Roosevelt Roads Model Airport. Today is Wednesday, June 4th, 2025. This will be the last airport update before heading off to New York this Saturday. So we're going to start off in the American Airlines operations. Have this American Boeing 737 MAX 8, which came to us from Miami, and then it'll be heading back out to Miami. Next up, we have this American Boeing 777-200ER, which came to us from New York JFK, and then it'll be heading out to Dallas-Fort Worth. Next up, we have this Delta Airlines Boeing 767-300ER, which is the first in the Delta Airlines operations, which came to us from Atlanta, and then it'll be heading out to Detroit. Over here we have this Eastern Airlines Boeing 767-300ER, but just for operating a Delta Airlines flight, we'll say it's a 400ER, which came to us from New York John F. Kennedy Airport, and then it'll be heading back out to JFK. Over here we have this Delta Airlines Boeing 757-200, which came in its usual route from Atlanta, and then it'll be heading back out to Atlanta. Next up we have this Delta Airlines Boeing 737-800 in the Atlanta Braves sticker, which came to us from Detroit, and then it'll be heading out to Minneapolis. Right now, following up with the Spirit, Frontier, and Allegiant operations, we're going to start off with this Spirit Airlines Airbus A320, which came to us from Boston, and then it'll be heading back out to Boston. Next up, we have this Spirit Airbus A320neo, which came to us from Windsor Locks, and then it'll be heading out to JFK. Next up, we have the Spirit Airbus A321neo, which came to us from JFK, and then it'll be heading out to LaGuardia. Next up, we have the Spirit Airbus A320, which came to us from Miami, and then it'll be heading out to Fort Lauderdale. We have this Frontier Airbus A321 in the Spot the Jaguar livery, which came to us from Miami, and then it'll be heading out to Orlando. Next up, we have this Frontier Airbus A320neo in the Poppy the Prairie Dog livery, which came to us from Tampa, and then it'll be heading out to Chicago Midway. We have this Frontier A320neo in the Flo the Flamingo tail, which came to us from Chicago O'Hare, and then it'll be heading out to Dallas-Fort Worth. Right, last up in this terminal, we have the Allegiant Airbus A319, which came to us from Cincinnati, and then it'll be heading out to Orlando Sanford. Alright, now coming in with the international flights, we're going to start here with this Lufthansa Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner, which came to us from Munich, and then it'll be heading back out to Munich. Over here we have this Emirates Boeing 777X, which came to us from Dubai, and then it'll be heading back out of Dubai. Next up, we have the Emirates Airbus A380, which came to us from Abu Dhabi, and then it'll be heading out to Bogota, Colombia. Next up, we have this Emirates Airbus A350-900, which came to us from Dubai, and then it'll be heading out to Abu Dhabi. Alright, following up with the first row of cargo planes, we're going to start here with this UPS Boeing 747-400 freighter, which came to us from Louisville, and then it'll be heading back out to Louisville. Next up, we have this Atlas Air Boeing 747-8 freighter, which came to us from Miami, and then it'll be heading out to Cincinnati. Next up, we have this FedEx Boeing 767-300 freighter, which came to us from Memphis, and then it'll be heading out to Panama City. Alright, now coming up with the second row of cargo planes, we have this FedEx Boeing 767-300 freighter. This one came to us from Santo Domingo, and then it'll be heading out to Newark. Alright, now concluding the cargo operations, we have this Cargolux Boeing 747-400 freighter, which came to us from Luxembourg, and then it'll be heading out to Milan. Now coming up to the JetBlue and Southwest operations, we're going to start here with the Southwest Boeing 737-800 in the Heart 1 livery, which came to us from Chicago Midway, and then it'll be heading back out to Chicago Midway. Over here we have the Southwest Boeing 737 MAX 8 in the Canyon Blue livery, which came to us from Orlando, and then it'll be heading out to Fort Lauderdale. Over here we have a new aircraft, the Southwest Boeing 737 MAX 8 in the Desert Gold Retro livery, which came to us from Tampa, and then it'll be heading back out to Tampa. Over here we have the Southwest Boeing 737-700 in the California 1 livery, which came to us from Dallas Love Field, and then it'll be heading out to Baltimore. Now here is the Southwest 737-800 in the Freedom 1 livery, which came to us from Baltimore, and then it'll be heading out to Houston Hobby. Next up, we have the Southwest Boeing 737 MAX 8 in the EMUA 1 livery, which came to us from Houston Hobby, and then it'll be heading out to Dallas Love Field. Now, next up, we have the JetBlue Airbus A321 in the Prism Tail, which came to us from New York JFK, and then it'll be heading out to Boston. Over here, we have the JetBlue Airbus A320 in the Blueberry Tail, which came to us from Fort Lauderdale, and then it'll be heading out to Tampa. Right here we have the JetBlue Airbus A320 in the white version of the new Spotlight livery, which came to us from Orlando, and then it'll be heading back out to Orlando. Next up we have the JetBlue Airbus A320 in the Hops livery, new version, which came to us from Santo Domingo, and then it'll be heading out to Punta Cana. Alright, now continuing at the busiest section of this whole airport, the United Airlines and Copa Airlines section. I'm going to start here with this Boeing House Colors 737 MAX 10, operating for United Airlines, which came to us from Chicago O'Hare, and then it'll be heading back out to O'Hare. Next up, we have this United Boeing 777-200ER, which came to us from LAX, and then it'll be heading back out to LAX. Over here we have this United Boeing 737 MAX 9, which came to us from Panama City, and then it'll be heading out to Medellin, Colombia. Next up we have this United Boeing 737-900ER, which came to us from Newark, and then it'll be heading out to Houston Intercontinental. Next up, we have this Copa Airlines Boeing 737-800, which came to us from Panama City, and then it'll be heading out to San Jose, Costa Rica. Next up, we have this United Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 9, which came to us from Newark, and then it'll be heading out to Dulles. Over here, we have this United Airlines Boeing 787-8 Dreamliner in the Evo Blue colors, which came to us from San Francisco, and then it'll be heading back out to San Francisco. Over here we have this United Boeing 737 MAX 8, which came to us from Denver in its usual route, and then it'll be heading back out to Denver. And now to conclude this airport update, we have this Sun Country Airlines Boeing 737-800, which came to us from Minneapolis, and then it'll be heading out to Milwaukee. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all on the next airport update coming soon. Peace out.